Hi, welcome back to the vlog.
Welcome back to the
Hi,
vlog.
welcome back to the vlog for the Hunger Games part.
Hi friends.
I don't even
Hi friends.
Part 5 to 22.
Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog, the Hunger Games.
Chapter 19 to 22.
Part 5.
Part 5, yeah.
Okay, who's the discussion boss?
Okay, so I'm the discussion boss. So basically I have some questions for you guys to discuss about. So one of them is how long are Peeta and Katniss going to stay in the cave? Because remember when he was hurt in the cave? So, and why do you guys think?
I
that
think
they
they're just gonna stay there until he's done being healed. Once he's ready.
I don't know. I feel
Wait,
like
why were they in the cave in
Yeah.
the beginning?
Yeah.
Because Peter hurt his leg and they can't move, so they're stuck in there. I mean, maybe once he
I
gets
mean,
better.
but I feel like that's kind of smart. Like, they're in there, no one else knows that they're in there.
Yeah. I
But what if like
I'd
the
say
game
leave it
makers
the
do
whole time,
something?
to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Like remember like the
Yeah,
fire?
the whole time.
then
Like,
they-
why would they
Why would I
leave?
leave
They
the
don't have a
cave? Give it
chance.
safe.
Like, they don't have a reason to leave.
Surprised that no one else went to the cave.
Yeah.
I mean, they're buying.
Unless the game
rules,
makers,
there's
like,
no left.
put something in there.
But during this time, weren't they making a connection together, Peeta and
Yeah.
Katniss, like putting on a show, like the act?
That's I feel like the game makers will do
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so my next question is, who do you think is going to win the games, based on like the current situation right now?
I think Kata's gonna win.
I think Katniss and Peter are gonna win because of the new rule change, right?
I mean, I know Katniss is gonna win. I don't know about Peter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Katniss is gonna win.
I think Suzanne Collins is gonna make us believe that Kata's and Peter have a chance to win, but Kata's gonna touch out.
Yeah, I mean, that's why there's 2 other votes.
Hey, maybe Kato and Katniss become a thing.
Oh,
They can't become a thing
no.
because
Different
the
districts.
different districts can't be together.
The capital
Yeah.
never allows.
and
such.
Kato wants to kill him.
But the capital loves Kato. The capital loves Katniss.
No, they
Kato,
don't.
all Kato wants to do is win, so I
Yeah,
don't
all
know
he-
about that.
Yeah, just kill people. You got it.
Yeah.
But they're in different districts, they can't win together.
Oh,
And Kato's been trying to murder her since the game.
maybe
Literally,
she doesn't
maybe
die,
yeah.
but she gets
Literally,
like
Katniss-
injured badly.
Kato saw Katniss like closest to Clove when she died, so he probably met her about that too. So,
Yeah. I thought that's why he went after Thrash. Cause
he went after Thresh because Thresh took the backpack.
oh, he didn't see that it was Thrash who killed it. Like smack.
I'm not sure.
Oh shit, shit. Do
Okay.
you guys think that Foxface can win?
No.
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 You haven't heard enough about her. So,
Yeah.
Maybe like they're just saving it for the end.
No,
Dude,
I don't
Foxface is crazy.
That's me, the worst story of all time.
Have a barely appearing character.
That'd be the
just
worst
win.
story of
Yeah.
all time.
Okay, what's the next question?
So it kind of already went over it, but why did Katniss keep kissing Peeta?
To put on a show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the game makers.
Yeah,
To get sponsors.
And Haymitch like told her to like keep up the act, right? Like, so.
Okay,
They
do you guys wanna go from there to here?
Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah.
Okay, you have another one, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the next one is sell a book to your followers. So basically, I had to draw a profile. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I drew a profile or like a picture that Katniss posted, and basically so I got 25 million likes, so that's cool. And then it's basically when she was in the training or she was with the game makers and they weren't paying attention, so then she shot like the apple through the pig's mouth, and yeah, so that just like signified like a lot of rebellion. And the caption is "Let the rebellion begin." And then yeah, so my explanation for why I drew this picture is because it represented like a huge part of the rebellion, and a lot of people like that. Like she got a really high score from that. She got 11 out of 12. So yeah, that's the reason I drew that.
Okay, so for my lit circle rules, I got, I don't know, Google it. And the question
topic that I wanted to research was, does Katniss actually care about Peeta, or is it all an act? What I found about my topic was a quote that I found from the book saying, "The idea of actually losing Peeta hits me again, and I realize how much I don't want him to die." This was in chapter 22, page 297. Basically, this shows like her emotional conflict about her relationship with Peeta. So it makes us readers question if she actually likes him. And then my other lit circle role is the group chat. This one is a chat with Peeta's and between Katniss and Peeta. Katniss is texting Peeta about the new rule change and like to meet up with her. And this one was with Haymitch talking about their strategy or act to show the viewers.
So I have the same rules as Genevieve, so I'll briefly summarize it. So I don't know, Google it. The question I chose for one side was, does Cato die? Because I was questioning whether Katniss and Peeta win or they don't. And then the second question I had was, does Katniss and Peeta marry? Because I want to see if they end up together. And so for my group chat, I wrote a chat between Katniss and Peeta, and it basically she asks him if the Capitol's gonna believe them, and where he is, because Peeta's still in the cave being healed, taking time to recover.
So I had InstaFame feed and character selfie. And for my InstaFame feed, I did 6 posts, and the first one is like Katniss and Peeta hiking, and it says just doing a little hiking. And then the second one is like showing that like they were hungry, and it says, anyone have any food? And then the third one is when Peeta was sleeping and Katniss was watching him. The fourth one is when Peeta woke up and Katniss wasn't there. The fifth one is of the goat, and the sixth one is just saying that like he wasn't feeling well. And then I had character selfie, and this is just of Katniss like in the games with like a straight face. Yeah.
Alright, so I have impactful InstaFame post and trending connection. So the first scene I drew here is Katniss and Peeta in the cave. So this scene is important because this is when they start making a real connection instead of just an act. And the second scene I drew is Thresh saving Katniss, because it shows how that not all of the tributes are just like bloodthirsty killers. Some of them are actual people, and they have actual feelings. And then for trending connections, my hashtags were 2 better than 1, which is referring to the rule change. Justice, referring to Thresh saving Katniss's life, sorry. And Karma, which refers to Clove getting killed right after sounding sadistic about Rue's death.
For my lit circles, I had literary playlist and InstaFame story summary. For literary playlist, I chose the first song was Crazy Story by King Von and Lil Durk, because
It's a good song.
Yeah, thank you, man. The song is about the rapper King Von getting into an altercation, and this related to the story because Katniss got into an altercation at the cornucopia, and they both got injured. In the song, he talks about getting injured, and she got injured from Clove.
Dude, it's like the song was made for the story.
I know, it's crazy, right? Yeah. So my second song, it's called "Love Is Art" by A Boogie with the Hoodie and Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, you feel me? All right, so it's called "Love Is Art," which kind of relates to the story because acting is kind of like an art form, and they have to act like they're in love.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah,
they have to act like, yeah, I know, man. They have to act like they're in love.
I like that.
They have to act like they're in love, so it's kind of like an art form. And my third one, I chose Barbarian, because when Thresh killed Clove at the cornucopia, he didn't use like a regular like weapon that the cornucopia or like the game makers gave him, he was like a rock, like
Yeah.
a barbarian. You know, he's a savage. He doesn't even need the weapons.
Kids
You
from
know?
agriculture.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy.
he's good with that.
My second lit circle was InstaFame story summary, and I put down the parts where it was PETA laying in the mud, and then this is Katniss like kind of healing him. He's laying down. It's really bad, but I don't know. And this is Thresh letting Katniss go. She's bleeding, and that's supposed to be her arm. I don't know. And this is PETA feeling much better after the medicine.
Okay. Alright, so for my lit circles, I have vocab InstaFame feed and the Buzz News articles. So for the vocab InstaFame feed, one of the words I have right here is foliage, which is like plants. And then another one I have is smoldering, which is basically like rocks when they get hot, but they don't have like smoke or fire. And then another one is distinctions, and the definition was about differences between people or things. And then another one was right here, hallucinations, and hallucinations are like when you're like seeing things that aren't actually there, which is caused because of your brain. And then for my other one, I have the Buzz News articles. So the first one says, oopsies, is Katniss gonna get found? It's basically when Katniss screams PETA, so then she like covers her mouth and she realizes that she can get caught now because, you know, she just screamed out loud in the middle of the Hunger Games. And then another one that I have is Katniss knocks out PETA, because Katniss gives the potion to PETA and then PETA falls asleep. This is to essentially help him, but you never know.
So we're done with all our lit circles, so let's just do a little discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys find impactful? Any foreshadowing for the next few chapters ahead?
Well, PETA got better, so I feel like that is gonna
Yeah.
foreshadow some fighting.
And there's not many tributes are left, so
How many
there should be the
tributes
final.
I believe there
Isn't it
are
four?
five left.
Five left?
Thresh, Foxface, Kato,
Kato.
and the two.
But I'm pretty sure Katniss and
Lovers.
PETA have a good chance
Katniss
now.
and PETA.
Oh,
PETA's
Katniss has a
healing,
chance.
and
They're
they're
lovers.
They're the only two with a partner.
and they're teamed up. Yeah.
I don't know, but like, do you think that they're gonna be able to outwit both Thresh
Absolutely.
and Kato?
I feel like
They can have them
Thresh
fight
and Kato are
first.
already gonna take care of each
Oh
other.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
fighting, but
Aren't
like,
they all
don't you think?
careers?
Don't you think that?
No, Foxface.
Foxface is
After
fine.
killing,
Thresh isn't
don't
either.
you think after killing that many people though, they're gonna be like
Just
so
Kato.
much better at it? Like, come on.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
all
Katniss and PETA don't
Like,
have
I'm sure
like.
they have more strategy.
I mean, they've
more
probably
strategies
already
now.
always
Yeah.
know how to kill somebody.
Yeah, the biggest
I mean,
chance
dude,
of winning is
Katniss has it both. Like
hoping Thresh gets killed by Kato.
Yeah, she can aim from far away.
But she only has like a handful of arrows left now.
Do you guys think there's
That's another.
the Capitol's gonna put anything in their way?
Like the tracker tractor thing.
Yeah.
I think so, because right now, like, we don't really know if they're gonna come out of the cave or not, so I think they might put something to like make them
Yeah,
come out
yeah.
of the
When
cave.
when they moved Katniss with the fire.
So they're trying to like make them like get more encounters. Because
Yeah.
near the end of the game, no one wants to see them still.
They're just
you know,
gonna like make
stick
some.
together.
Yeah, the game makers are gonna change some stuff, like how they did with Katniss with the fire. So they're gonna like try to move everyone in the middle.
Either way, they run out of food eventually.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna want everyone to be in one place, so there's more fighting and more action.
So there's like more entertainment to the viewers.
Yeah.
Which is what the games are for.
Did you guys? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. Did you guys find any dystopian elements in the last few chapters?
Isn't this the start of chapter? No?
It's the start of the
Part
last
3, right?
Start of Act
part.
3?
Act
Yeah,
3, yeah. So I feel like there should be some dystopian
Falling
elements by now.
But I feel like it's just it's like just continuing from the last part 2. So it's more like she's disenfranchising now, but yeah, there's
Yeah.
I don't think there's much.
What was the question you had?
Oh, did you guys find anything like interesting about how PETA and Katniss found each other and then they need to kiss for the
Yeah, it's interesting how like she found him, like she knew that he was gonna be next to the water, and then it's
Love is art, guys. Love is art.
Well, you can kind of tell that she's actually developing feelings for him. Not
yeah.
they're not just an act anymore.
That she cares about him. But who knows?
Yeah, she she was willing to sacrifice herself and when she got the medicine, like put him to sleep. And then went out.
I mean, like,
risked
listen.
herself.
But that's
but
kind
you
of for the act too.
Yeah, she always says, talk about like, oh, now she's like, I don't want to owe anybody. And Peta saved her life, so she probably felt like she owed it to him to save his.
Cause if, wasn't it just like medicine to make him sleep?
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
like medicine to heal him?
Not medicine didn't.
Yeah.
So
So then she
like,
can
that
go-
one is to put him to sleep, and then she risked her life by going getting
Yeah.
But
medicine
why
to heal him.
couldn't they just send the medicine to
More
help-
expensive,
Because
probably.
no, they probably wanted to see
Yeah, they
more
probably
action.
more
Yeah,
action,
for
yeah.
example.
You think that's what Hamish was thinking, like that it was?
Yeah.
He gave her the sleep potion so that she'd be able
Knocks
to
him out.
heal him
Yeah.
Just
with the other
to
thing.
continue the act that
There's a
she cares
reason
for
she
him.
gave.
Yeah, he sent them
He
the
sent.
sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping.
Mhm.
Just so he could put him to sleep and she could go.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
he
thought-
he wouldn't let her either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought like if he could have, he would have sent like medicine. I thought
Maybe he
it's like
couldn't,
probably
like-
too expensive.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah.
Probably.
I don't think it's too expensive, but because didn't she say something about like, oh yeah, like he would have sent medicine, but then like she wanted to continue the act, so it just shows that.
I don't remember reading that, but
It's a pretty risky play though, because
yeah,
if
there's
he's
a-
it's a pretty risky
then
play.
if she dies, then he's gone too.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
feel like it's just probably because everything
It
is
could've
based
been
on the
better.
sponsors. I don't know if
Because
it's
it kind of just
somewhere
proves
like
that she actually does care for him, like from a viewer's point of view.
For like people watching the Hunger Games and they don't know everything. Like if you just see some people like kissing in like the cave by themselves.
Fake.
When I was
Yeah.
younger and I watched the movie for the first time, I didn't know there was any act. I thought they were just in love, man.
Yeah.
Me too.
I thought the mummies were real too.
The what?
Indiana Jones, bro.
Oh.
Alright, thank you guys.
Wait, is it 5?
Probably. Sure.
Check it, if not, we can edit it out.
We see 17 to 20.
It's 5:20.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
everybody
sounds
sit
good.
down, let's,
Everybody
everybody sit
bye.
down, say bye.
Bye, friends.
Okay, thank you for watching our video.
Bye, bye.